Good morning, everybody. It's Elizabeth Smith here from the Guru Co. for another very brief cameo coaching broadcast. And thank you very much for joining me, whether you're joining me here live on a very, very sunny morning, or whether it's through my website or on YouTube. It really doesn't matter. I'm just terribly grateful for you being here. Now, today is a slightly, it's a bit, I always use the word eclectic when I can't, and I don't want to make my mind up about which side of the fence I'm going to fall. So it's like sort of today's topic is authentically you. Is it forgiveness or is it acceptance? I don't know. You make your decision after you've listened to this. And as always, please feel free to share my videos with anybody that you know that might need a little bit of nudge in the right direction and a bit of self-coaching. I was away at the weekend and I had a wonderful weekend, obviously playing with grandbabies and my daughter and my son-in-law. And we went round, we visited an awful lot of places from the National Trust and spent a lot of time outside, which is always wonderful for me. I love it. And just sort of appreciating what was around me, really, and appreciating nature and appreciating the history and, sort of where we've come from and things like that. And when it comes to appreciating, I want you to really think about this word. And I've just realized just how out of focus we are. So do forgive me a minute. Thank you. And it is about appreciating those things in life that aren't perfect. So nature is not perfect. If you think about it, when you admire, and this came from my daughter was talking about a quote that she'd seen about if you see a tree and you appreciate its branches and its shape and its gnarly texture of its bark and things like that, that's not perfect. It's just not perfect, but nor is it imperfect. And it was that sort of really got me thinking about sort of what do we do to ourselves? It's like you look at diamonds, and I love diamonds. Anybody who knows me will know I love diamonds. Now, I don't care if a diamond is perfect or not. There will always be some inclusions in there. And to me, that's fantastic. I don't mind. You look at amber. Amber itself, the nature of amber, anyone who loves jewelry and things that sort of sparkle and shine and sort of a bit glitzy, the bugs in there. Why is that okay? But it's not okay for us to have bugs, those little gremlins that creep in every now and again. What is it that makes us think we have to be absolutely perfect before we move forward? And I've been toying with this all the time. So do we have to accept ourselves or do we have to forgive ourselves? I don't know. I just don't know the answer to this. Then you sort of think about, if you have, there'll always be sort of people in your life that have impacted on you, whether it's positive or negative. There will always be, and it's not just from a youth and a younger person, but going ahead, there'll always be something that will impact on you. And however long you hold on to that will be a choice, and it'll be a decision that you make. It's an experience. And I always say, you're not your story. You are not because of your story. You're in spite of your story. So the self-coaching tip or request that I have for you today that you might fancy trying out is just for one day, one 24-hour period, go that amount of time without criticizing yourself, without critiquing the minutiae of whether your eyebrows are level, whether your shave is the best shave, whether your hair is right for the day. These things do not determine the outcome of your day or your pleasure or your enjoyment of the day. They are just the bark on that tree. So if you can forgive a tree for having gnarly bark or missing bits or a missing branch or a missing petal, or your child's, dirty knees or bruised knees or whatever it is, if you can forgive those, then turn that to yourself just for one 24-hour gift. I hope you get some pleasure out of that. Remember, these things do not determine the pleasure of that day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please, as I said, do share my videos if you think anyone would actually enjoy them and benefit from them. And I'll see you in a couple of days.